What is the difference between the communication between project manager and team member and between two team members?
Members.
Uh, Probably I can refer to the famous joke that is shared for the communication. You must have heard about this, that when a typical requirement comes to a team member, it says it is impossible, and when the project manager talks about it, he says yes, we can deliver it very well. So probably the communication lines go in a similar way between a team member and a project manager. Why? Because team members are not exposed to the other stakeholders of the project that can influence the project, that can make impact on the project. They are talking to just within a particular shell and not going outside the boundaries of the project team. Whereas the project manager, definitely they have to deliver it to a wider audience and to the business stakeholders and to the higher management of their organizations. So definitely it has to be more formal and more analytical and more accurate. I can actually give an example of a live example of a project team member giving a report of the defect fixes. Say, I have been into a situation where the project is into a testing phase, and the team members are actually doing the fixes. So the project manager, I asked the team members that what are the open items, what are the fixes that we have done. So I get a nice Excel format as a project manager, wherein it talks about all the open defects, what are the fixed defects, what the team finds as not a bug, all that kind of stuff. When I have to present it as a manager to my other stakeholders and to my higher management, probably what I would do is I would translate it into some graphics which would run into some pie charts talking about, okay, these are the different categories of defects, like say for example high complexity defect, medium complexity defect, low complexity defect. One pie chart I can render for that. One pie chart I can render for the incoming versus the outgoing. I can render a pie chart, I can render a trend line chart for the influx versus outflux of the defects. So these are basically the different ways of communication wherein I can actually receive communication in a raw format from the team members, and I will have to polish it before I present that same piece of information to the other stakeholders.